everybody, and welcome to another episode of Cup0Joes. Recently read this thing that the top 1% of podcasts is 21 podcasts, and we happen to be on our 19th right now.
Let's go.
Let's go. We got two more, and there's one that didn't come out, so technically 20. We're probably going to release that one soon, by the way. It's a fun one. I was just getting through
I'm going to be 1% in something.
Well, thank you again for joining us on Cup0Joes, where you get your daily cup of Joe from a couple of Joes. If you're watching, you may notice that I no longer have hair. This is because I have a really good friend that has No, just kidding.
Shit. Well, I was like, oh,
That's kind of fun to talk about it.
I was about to make fun of you on this next sentence.
I actually have lost a lot of people from cancer, but that's not the reason why. Every now and then, I just go back to basics. It's much easier for me to wake up and not have to do anything. I originally had my hair short for a very long time when I was younger. And I grew it out when I moved to Brentwood. Like Devin Sawa. Like Leonardo DiCaprio in fucking Titanic big. Like just long,
yeah.
And then shaved it again. And then in COVID I shaved it as well. I was like, fuck this, I can't even get to the barber anyway. And I've been looking at going to get my hair cut. And that shit is expensive. I don't know what it became $70 fucking to get your hair cut.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And I'm not going to a bar. It's fucking sport.
Yeah, Sports Clips my spot.
Yeah, man. And every now and then I'll get a good. I don't even go to the same person. It's just whoever's available.
I just you can pull off the bald somewhat. At least you got facial hair.
I'm okay here, and yeah, the facial hair helps.
Yeah, the facial hair helps. I don't. And I would look like someone that you'd shave your head.
Have you had a bald head before?
Man, I was probably like 9, 10, something like that.
So you
That's
have.
the last time? Yeah.
Okay. I see.
It
People
wasn't
say
a good
that. People say that their head isn't like the right shape or whatever.
Yeah.
Our buddy Jason has a line in his head. He talks about. He's like, at least you don't have a line. I'm like, what are you talking about? I would never notice. And now it's the only thing I say. Don't bring up shit you don't want people to notice, 'cause chances are they don't. Yeah. So, and also, I don't know. What do you think? Does it make me look younger or older? I get different people saying different things. I think it makes me look older.
I think you look older, yeah.
Like the younger kind of fun cut is like, oh, you seem younger.
I agree.
So maybe it ages me up a little bit, which I like. And also, I have gray hair, but there's two types of gray hair apparently. Ones that grow gray from the beginning and start, and ones that then turn gray as they get longer. So maybe this will help not have as much gray. We'll see.
I've got so much gray hair. It's killing me.
Yeah, but you have like a lighter colored hair in general. I have some gray hair in the beard here. It's not much. And, you know, I'm 40 fucking 2, so I'm not complaining here by any means. Please, universe, don't fuck me. But the little ones I have are, because my hair's so dark, it just pops right the fuck out.
Yeah.
And my brother, who's been on the cast before, and in that unreleased episode, you'll see him more, he is really salt and pepper. It's been so since like he was 32 or some shit. He went gray quick.
Yeah.
And he's having another kid in July, so he's gonna be
white.
He's gonna be white, fucking ghost-like. I don't know. Men, I think, can pull that off a little bit better.
The gray?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, I've seen it on women, though, that looks really cool. Like, where it almost looks like it's highlighted, or they just say, fuck it, and go platinum white, or whatever that shit is.
Yeah.
That looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
I say embrace it, but I did it. Also shaved my head. I didn't put any dye yet. I'm not above and beyond that, though. So, if you see me one day, that motherfucker's hair is really black. I dyed that shit.
Just go like the jet black. Like, don't even like try to like blend it in. Just
fucking like a line. Just fucking black.
Spray painting the line in.
And I've always had the widow's peak. I can show. I'll give Cedric a picture frame from high school. It's the exact same haircut, and my hairline has not changed much. Maybe receded a little bit here, but not really. I've always had that fucking vampire Zeke Kyle look. Don't put that in the opener.
That's the hook.
That might be the hook for this one. All right, so as we usually do, we'll talk about some sports first. Prevalent on our minds right now, Caitlin Clark just played a game 2 days ago. She did lose. She's only won one game, which is not being the number one draft pick means that you were on the shittiest team.
Yep.
So that's normal, natural for that to happen. They played the Spark, I think it was last time, which is the team they had their win against as well. Almost won. It was a close game. She dropped a 30 burger. She, just looking up some Caitlin Clark stats here, because I know that there's a lot of Caitlin haters out there. And people that love her too. I'll say I don't know. What do you think? Is it more people that love her?
Way more that love her.
I think so too.
Oh, well, all right. I would say like the casual that has never watched basketball before is what makes up the majority.
Yeah,
People that love her.
sure.
Then you have like your hardcore, just like college women's basketball fans that love her.
Yeah.
But like if you're like super hard NBA fan who's never watched the NBA before or the WNBA before, you're a hater.
You're a hater?
I think the majority.
And everyone that plays in the WNBA. They hate on her too. And it's not everyone. And they're just the loudest noises that you made. But through 8 games, they're 1-7. Not great. But she is averaging 17.3 points per game, 6.3 assists per game. She's 31% from 3-point and 38% total overall. So not terrible.
38% is pretty bad.
38% from field goal is pretty bad. But I don't know what... I hate to say this again, not knowing as much about the sport as I should. What do they average? Have Sabrina had a 40, 50, 90 year like Steph? Like 40% from 3, 50% from the field, 90% from 3? Or from free throw line, sorry. I'm wondering. We'll look at some stats on that. Now,
I'm just going to pull up the only other WNBA player I know. Candace Parker.
Well, Sabrina Annacone,
Yeah.
that she might have some good stats
I'm not
on
going to
that.
know how to spell that.
I didn't know how to say it. I probably didn't say it correctly. Now, turnovers, though. 5.5 turnovers a game.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
She got that Steph Curry in her.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Candace Parker, I know she's great. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm talking about Michael Jordan here, and I'm trying to compare a first-year player to her. I don't know if she's the best player in the NBA or in the WNBA, but her career average, field goal percentage is 47.9. That's her career average.
Career average is 47.9. Okay, so it's about 10% more.
And she also averages 33.3% from 3.
33.3 from 3. Okay. So
I just see her free throws are very Steph-like, 91% or something like that.
88.1.
Okay,
Yeah.
she must have had a
She had a bad day.
week.
So I guess 38, I mean, it's not that far off. And I think that she has had some really bad games where she's obviously only going to get better. So hopefully.
Is she enough to make WNBA a thing? As we're, 2 weeks into this? Or is she a Linsanity moment in time?
I don't think she's an insanity.
I don't think that's not... I'm not comparing her
understand the
game to
comparison,
it.
yeah.
It's like, it was a hot moment.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about the player. Like, the moment was hot for Linsanity. Is that the hot thing for the WNBA right now?
Yeah. I think if she is consistently dropping 27, 30 points a game and finds her way and obviously gets some better supporting cast, that she's on the worst
The
team.
WNBA needs to embrace her more, like the players around.
Yeah, I think the league has, obviously, with all of her games being televised on Prime and no one else is being.
Right.
And I get the frustration about that too. And there's a little bit of the race card that gets thrown in there too. Oh, she's white doing it, but yeah, and there's very talented.
I'm going to argue that.
Cultures. Yeah,
I'm going to argue that right now. I don't like that argument, and here's why. Right now, we've talked about this on many podcasts now at this point. The NBA is shifting.
Yeah.
We're about to see LeBron. We're about to see Steph Curry leave the NBA.
Yep.
And ratings are falling. And the best players in the NBA right now are white dudes.
Okay.
Luka, Joker, and the ratings are tanking. So you cannot say, because there's a white girl doing well, that's why the ratings are going up, because people are leaving the NBA. You can't say it. oh, they're picking up the WNBA. Like that's not.
That's probably not the case.
I don't know.
So what you're saying is white is right.
No, that's not at all what I'm saying. I'm saying that
Saying if you want your league to succeed, promote players of different ethnicities.
I'm saying that race has nothing to do with the ratings
Okay.
in basketball.
Okay.
I'm sure that other sports, maybe it does play a factor.
Yeah. I think too that what the thing is like there has been an entrenched kind of good old boys, but that's not really the case with the WNBA. It's a newer league. There's a lot of eclectic owners. It's not just old white men. So
Right.
I think that anybody that wants to play that is not looking at her talent level and what she can actually bring as far as eyes to the fucking league.
Right.
Everybody paid more. Like I don't get why the hate, but I also understand the frustration a little bit. If you're like, fuck, I just came in the league 3 years ago and I've been blowing people away. I've never had a televised game.
Right.
Well, you didn't do what she did in college. No one did. That's the fucking point.
Right. And I think it's impressive that like she didn't go to like UConn or something like that.
Yeah.
It has like the automatic base already with her. She
Fucking
did that.
Iowa, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And who the fuck goes to Iowa? I mean, just in general. Have you ever been to Iowa?
I have been to Iowa.
Tell me your Iowa story.
I did go to Iowa. I went out there for a buddy's wedding, actually. He lives out in Iowa, and they were doing it kind of in the hometown over there.
Iowa, a place to stay. I don't think that's what the song really said.
So they're located in, what is it?
I would
Ames?
not know. You could say whatever the fuck you.
I think it's Ames. Is that
sure.
where Iowa State plays?
No idea. Yeah, again, you
hang
can say
on.
whatever you want.
Shit.
Did you go to a game?
No,
Okay.
but I just know that it's in the same town.
So college like atmosphere, if you will,
Yeah. So,
like a Chico atmosphere, a San Diego atmosphere.
yeah, but just like way scaled down. Like it's like 2 streets. So it is Ames.
Okay.
Hang on. Did I read that right?
Ames, Iowa. AIMS.
Yes. Ames, Iowa.
Okay.
So it's 2 nights before the wedding. And he didn't have like a bachelor party set up. And his whole thing was, hey, I want to go out one night while you're in town. We'll go do like a bachelor party thing.
Sure.
Fuck yeah, awesome. So I'm the best man at his wedding. And I'm like, I'm throwing down. I got all the drinks for tonight. For
Yeah.
everybody. Everyone here.
How much is a drink in Ames, Iowa?
Well, that's what I'm getting to.
Okay.
Being from out here, expecting $10 to $15 a drink, like
For standard Welsh, right?
bare
Yeah.
minimum.
Yeah.
So we get to the first place, and everyone in this group brought a cup with them, which I was like, whatever, like fucking Iowa, like that seems right.
I guess.
Oh.
Did anyone bring a cup for you or your cuplets?
No, one of them brought a cup.
There
for
you
me.
go.
Good deal.
Iowans. How about that?
Cups like this. It looks like you got it from a baseball game, like
Okay.
a plastic cup.
Yeah, like a 20-ounce Slurpee cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like good 32 ounces. Like,
Oh, 32.
huge.
Okay.
So they're like, oh yeah, like if you go to the different bars, like they give you a discount because you have these drinks. And I was like, cool. I mean, I'm buying the drinks anyway, so I'd been fine with glass. That's fine. But awesome. Thank you for watching out for my wallet.
Yeah.
Everyone orders their drinks. They put them in these cups. Now, mind you, if you order a beer, you're getting a 32-ounce beer in this cup. If you order a well drink, you're getting a 32-ounce well drink.
What the fuck?
I'm not fucking kidding. It was like $3 per drink.
For a 32-ounce rum and Coke?
Yes. I got everyone fucking trashed for about
That would be like
$45.
7-8 ounces of fucking alcohol at that.
I could only have 3 drinks for the whole night. And like, I was dying at the end of that. Like,
We are getting so fucked in California with everything. Fuck, to go to fucking McDonald's here is $40 for 3 people.
but it's supposed to be like a university thing. Like, so you just get kids all fucked up
Can
in
you
Iowa
get
State.
18 in Iowa?
I don't
Or
know if you
21?
can anywhere in the United States anymore.
Hawaii, I thought you could still. I guess they're kind of separate. I don't know.
Yeah, they're not part of us. No.
The age of sexual consent is also 14 in Hawaii. If you wanted to know that.
Don't fuck kids. It's been a while since we've had to say it.
Yeah, it's been a couple
Don't fuck
episodes. Please don't fuck kids. And 14-year-olds, all children. I don't know what.
I don't care what state you're in, what
you're
country you're in.
thinking. Well, country.
I said what I said.
Somebody said it. Think about it. All right. So there's a little I went for you. Now, also, the NBA finals are kind of shaping up. We sort of know who's going to be in them. There is a game 5, I think, tonight between Minnesota and the Mavs, but that series is over.
Yep.
Minnesota looks really good, but there are steps and levels to this game, and they just aren't there yet. They just aren't there yet. I recently saw something on how the Celtics got to the finals, and I didn't realize how many injuries that it took to get them there.
Careful.
Jimmy Butler. Fucking.
I can already feel the comments coming in about the Warriors.
I know. I get it. We've had a lot of things go our way, and that's what happens. You can't control the other side either. But it is weird that, like, Jimmy Butler, Joel Embiid, Bronson, like, everybody that could have stopped them got hurt. And I don't know. They've had an easy path, I think. And you could say that about us for a couple years as well.
Yep.
But we still went to the dance and closed that shit out.
Yep.
And now this is what they have to do. Jason Tatum, I don't think, has shown that he can show up in a finals situation yet. He's shown up in the playoffs. He's shown up in the conference finals. Jaylen Brown won the MVP, though.
Yep.
So, do you think that they can win? Do you think that it's the Mavs year, or do you think it's the Celtics?
God, the Celtics are due.
Yes, they are.
I don't want the Celtics to win. I'd much rather Denver win. But it's gonna be
Give me
good.
the Mavs. Dallas. It said Denver.
Oh,
Joke is
Dallas.
Joking, brother.
I want Dallas to win. But fuck, good legacy game.
Yeah.
Someone's legacy is gonna be made.
Yep.
Like someone, it's either gonna be Tatum / Brown, or it's gonna be Irving going back.
It's great for him too, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Kyrie's redemption tour. Fully said he hasn't said some weird shit in a while. I'm sure he's still thinking it, but he hasn't posted it or tweeted weird shit or talked about flat Earth theory or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, Luka getting a championship was his 5th, 6th year, something like that. With all the points that he scored, it's one of the best starts to a career ever. Especially if you can put a ring on top of that. Fuck.
Yeah, it would be. And he's obviously an amazing player. He's been playing the game since he was 14, 13 professionally, which is why he's so calm, collected, and cool out there on the court. Also, though, I've heard not a great teammate. Just as far as his, like, he gets very frustrated with people, doesn't really rally the troops like he should. He's kind of just like, you should have fucking done your job. No one says you have to be like to win, though. And a lot of the people that were high achievers in that sport in particular weren't very liked.
Yeah, I don't think Jordan is a
I can tell you, Steve Kerr can tell you.
guy.
Steve Kerr can tell you from the fisticuffs. And he would probably be the first one to jump all over you and talk shit to you, too.
Right.
Chris Paul, same kind of fucking way. He not going to make you better. He's just going to belittle you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I don't know. I would like to see Boston. I mean, I just want to see Jason Tatum and Jaylen and do it. They seem like good guys. Seem like they don't have a lot of bullshit around them. They can play the game really well. They play well together. It's only their, 4th year together, right?
Yep.
So, it's got it. At least it's going to be an interesting. It's not going to be the fucking. I think I'll watch this more than I would watch the Knicks and the fucking Pacers.
Oh, fucking 100%. If they don't do it, and I've already said this for like the last 2 years, they need to blow that team up. If you don't get it done this year,
yeah, for sure.
If you don't get it done this year, you got to blow it up.
Yeah.
I don't know who you keep, but you can't
Probably
keep
Tatum and then build everything around it, or trade your biggest piece and try to build around Jaylen now.
Yeah.
Depends on what happens in these finals. If he shows out and he's scoring 30, taking all the big shots.
Yeah. I saw this one thing that was like, what was it? The Nets.
Okay.
And how the Nets franchise and all the trades that they made over the different years where they tried to go all in for the
This is
the Garnett and those guys.
Was it Jason Kidd on that squad or no? No.
Jason Kidd was the coach.
He was the coach, yeah. He just transitioned into coaching.
So Jason Kidd was the coach. Garnett, Paul Pierce, and that third one is just escaping me. So they tried to do that.
Yeah.
In order to build that, they traded all of their picks with Boston. So Boston was able to draft. It was either Tatum and Brown or one of those and get all the pieces.
That makes a lot of sense.
Who's the coach of Denver or Dallas?
Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd. And I think some of those picks got some of their players over there too. When they went for the all-in with KD and all those guys.
Yeah.
Well, and
it's interesting what decisions that you make in the past affect the future.
Yeah.
There was a lot of years where we had some pretty good draft picks, even though we were winning really well because of our trade situation too. We got Moody and Kuminga and all these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Now we ain't got shit. I don't know who the fuck we even picked.
Just try to get Bronny.
Yeah. So I heard he's only working out for two people, the Lakers and the Suns. Apparently 10 teams requested to work out, and he's like, nope, I'm only going two places to work out, Lakers and Suns. If he goes to the Suns, obviously there's no fucking... Do you think they trade for him? For LeBron? Who do you give up? KD, right? There's no other fucking... Or Booker?
I don't make that trade.
I don't make that trade.
Love LeBron.
At
this stage in his career, I would not trade KD for him. I wouldn't trade... Certainly not Booker. Fuck no.
He's winding down for sure, and he's 40 fucking years old.
Yeah, this isn't any hate towards him. It's fuck, I wouldn't do it for 2 years.
Yeah.
And at most, he's got 2 years left.
Also, another rumor appears that there is a documentary crew following the Warriors for this entire season.
Last Dance 2.
Last Dance 2. Fuck. We had it so good for so long.
As it ends the same way.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh my God. Could you imagine one more championship?
And just
one more
and just everybody retires.
I'd be so good with that.
I'd be so happy.
It'd be the
cool. Fuck it. Let's rebuild.
It'd be the coolest fucking end ever.
It would be. I mean, if you pull them all back together and that is their goal, like, hey, this is it, guys. This is the last year we're all going to play together and we know it.
Mm-hmm. There
might be some magic that can happen.
Fuck yeah. You might be able to pull in some talent that way too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because they're going to know that, hey, we're ending this shit.
Steph's playing 40 minutes a game.
Iguodala's coming back.
As an assistant coach, I'll take him. Yeah. Basically what he was when he was fucking on the team last time. Get hella money for nothing. Yeah, so a lot of interesting things. NFL has started to kind of pick back up again with practices.
Yep. OTAs.
I saw something weird with Aaron Rodgers.
No, what?
He fucking takes a regular, it looks like he's just practicing being under center. Takes a hike, 7-step drop, kind of pushes out to his right. He's not moving fast. Limpy on his right foot. This is the non-repaired Achilles.
Oh,
his
shit.
left Achilles was repaired. And it's just kind of, the trainer immediately comes over. They're looking only at one thing, his Achilles, his right Achilles. Now, the Jets come out and say right away, like, yeah, he's been looking good in practice, and yeah, it was a foot thing. They never fucking once even touched his foot, maybe to articulate his Achilles.
Oh, shit.
So, do you have faith that this motherfucker can be on the field for 17 weeks? Fuck no.
Fuck no. Oh, man.
He needs to go do some more dark therapy, figure his fucking life out.
Damn. Fuck. That sucks.
He's just stealing money from the Jets, man. The Jets, I feel so sorry for Jets fans.
Fuck the Jets. They did this to themselves.
Geno Smith. Man, they have had some shitty luck.
Yeah. And I love Geno Smith because he played at West Virginia. That's
Cool.
my school.
Was Mark Sanchez on Jiu-Jitsu? The butt fumble? Yeah. He tackled himself. If you don't, please look up the butt fumble if you've never seen it. He runs into his center or his left guard or something, tackles himself, fumbles the fucking ball, and it's picked up for a touchdown, I think.
Listen, you got the cockiest, most overrated player in NFL history, Joe Namath.
Yep.
You're cursed forever after that. You guys had no business winning that Super Bowl. Somehow Joe Namath's in the Hall of Fame. Like, he has a losing record. Like, he's off. Like, he's not good at all. Like, by even the metrics of that time, he was terrible.
So I don't know much about his game. All I know is that he was the face of the league for a minute, right? He was kind of the handsome, rugged smoker cowboy.
So he is famous because before the Super Bowl, they're massive underdogs, that he comes out and says, I guarantee we win.
And he won.
And they won.
Yeah.
Besides that, cool. 1 week, he was not awesome.
Okay.
He was just a guy.
What do you think about the 49ers' chances of getting back to the Super Bowl?
Hopefully 0, but it's probably like 80%. Yeah. Although most teams have a hangover after losing a Super Bowl.
Yeah, and we now
lost a lot of them.
Lost a lot of them. We've been to the dance 4 fucking times and lost it. It's so weird to think about because you think of the Niners as a historically great franchise and a bunch of Super Bowls. We haven't won one since '89, I think.
No, 94.
94, my bad. 94, the Steve Young, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So we've been in a lot of AFC championship games. We've gone to the dance.
Just a fun fact, the Cowboys have won a Super Bowl more recently than the Niners. 95.
Okay.
Now, fuck. Like, I can see it. We live in the Bay Area. A lot of Niner fans. The heartbreak for sure. But I want to take it back to the early 90s and imagine how Bills fans must have felt.
Oh, yeah.
They lost 4 in a row.
Yeah.
4 Super Bowls in a row.
That's nuts.
With a Hall of Fame quarterback,
absolutely
Hall of Fame running back. Damn.
You know what? Comment below too. What is your most horrible sports story that you can think of? Like longest losing streak, or there's been a couple in baseball that were just broken, right? Like the Reds or something. I forget what it was. Yeah, we live in this time now where we're talking about the glory days of the Warriors, but we went through some incredibly bad times.
You see Draymond and Shaq talking about it?
No, I did not.
Go watch that podcast. Okay. Very good.
I did see a couple highlights from that. So I also heard Draymond talking about how the league is set up for players not to be rich because of the taxes and fines. Come on, motherfucker. You made $177 million. What are you talking about?
He got fined $2 million.
Come on, man. And taxes? You think we ain't paying taxes over here?
Yeah.
Go play in a state that doesn't charge you state tax then.
So I actually have a question on that. Why do players, and I'm also a Cowboy fan, why the fuck don't they take less money knowing they're going to get taxed less, which means they make more, but you have like Dak Prescott who wants top end money when if you just move to a different state, you got that top end money, you'd be making.
Yeah, you're making 15-20% more.
Yeah.
However, in the NBA, they do, so where they play is where they made the money. I don't know if it's the same in the NFL. So for tax purposes, still better because you get 42 games at home.
Right.
So when they play in another state, they get taxed on that bracket for that game. Super weird, right?
That is weird. I didn't know that.
Not sure if it's the same in the NFL because then it wouldn't be as, well, you still get 8 games at home, right?
Yeah, so 50% would be taxed.
So it's still, you're saving 10, 15% or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the main reasons LeBron went to Miami the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Hell money. Hell more money. Like, it fucking matters for him. A couple extra 15 mil.
You're right.
Do you think he goes into coaching, broadcasting?
No, straight into ownership.
Straight into ownership. I could see that.
I think he's...
Can you be a broadcaster and an owner? Is there something against that?
If anyone can do it, it's probably for him.
Right. It feels like Draymond wants to be in sports media after. And I could see him like going on a deal with LeBron to own a team and then comment on it.
Do their own broadcast team.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be so sick.
Have you been listening to LeBron and JJ Redick's podcast at all?
No.
That shit is dope. If you actually know basketball or you want to learn more about real basketball and how it's played, the sets that they call, how they think, it's not for casual fans. It's not at all. They're talking about sets and how defenses and things that they went up against. It's really fucking informative, though. And they're talking a lot of real stuff about NBA players that they've played against. So
Yep.
check that out. And also, have us on. I'll talk some shit with you, JJ. I'll do a 3-point contest with you. You want to see how different NBA players are to your average player? And I'm an okay shooter, but at 100 shots, I may hit 60. He's probably gonna hit 98.
Yeah. We have to take that outside. We're gonna see how many shots we can make.
We can do a 3-point contest.
Yeah. Let's go to
Okay.
the gym and do it.
We can do it at the gym. We'll set up a 360 camera. Hell yeah. I remember one of my friends who's pretty good at basketball. He held the record at San Ramon League he shot 13 threes in a game and made him. And then Luke Walton came up for one of the tournaments, and he's like, "Who's the guy that shot 13 fucking threes in a game?" He's like, "Me." I've also seen this dude chuck up 20 shots and not make one. So very streaky player. But yeah, I'm down. Let's go out there and do it.
Down.
Let's see if we can get some other people too.
Yeah.
Maybe do it a team way or something.
Yeah.
We could play some horse with shots too. That's fine.
JJ Redick, you are invited.
JJ. Oh, I want that Bent dude too. That boy Bent. I want that dude. He hit this fucking 40 free throws in a row. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, in a real game, and I've seen him play in a real game, obviously he can't get anything off because his body don't move, right?
Right.
Now, if he's standing in the corner and if he gets an open shot, he's going to make that shit. But also, if you probably just put your hand on his chest because of how he shoots. It is awkward. But a lot of people have awkward shots in basketball and go in.
Yep.
Tyrese Halliburton. Crazy shit. Reggie fucking Miller had a dumbass shot. Still hit it every time.
Was it Clay that shoots off his other eye?
He might. Clay has a very traditional form, but he might.
But I think he shoots off of his left eye. I think he actually brings it across. Yeah. It's definitely not an awkward one like some of the other players.
Yeah.
Like the Lonzo Balls of the world. But
Alonzo. That's crazy.
when he
Actually,
first started, he ended up changing.
he did change it a little bit. They talked about Caitlin's release too. Somebody was breaking it down, and the best release is to have your, obviously your loaded wrist already coming up in that motion and then releasing. Hers she doesn't load her wrist, so she has to come up, load, and then she kind of goes sideways. Incredibly difficult to be consistent. It takes a lot of fucking work if you have a shot like that, but she is. So don't fucking touch it.
Yeah.
That's why when sometimes she misses, it's real bad. You're like, whoa. Clay misses, it's tinks the front of the rim or bounces off the back. Sometimes she fucking poof. Fun stuff. What else? We talked about, we've done this, I don't know if we talked about it on the pod before, the tournament style sport that we did with your pops.
Yes.
It was golf, right? Scramble golf.
Yep.
18 holes. Was it 18 holes?
18 holes.
Oh, shit, that's how we started too.
Yeah. 2-man scramble.
2-man scramble, but in foursome so that you can keep each other accountable.
Right. None of this, I shot a 48.
Yeah. Hey, go fuck
Bullshit.
And then we did bowling.
Yep.
Full bowling.
3 games. Yep.
Oh, 3 games. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Was it that much?
Dude, we're
Maybe
dead.
we should do 9 holes, 1 game.
Yeah.
And then we did cornhole. And the cornhole wasn't against anybody. It was fastest to 21 with 2
How many
back
shots
suck,
does it take to get to 21?
which is the only way to do something like that, especially at the end of the tournament.
Right.
We need to do something like that, like have a 3-point contest, have some sort of route running or football throw contest.
Yep. Yep.
That'd be hella fun.
That would be fucking awesome.
I went to
Have you seen like Barstool Sports?
Yeah, yeah.
So they do like
that
that.
combine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be hella fun. That one dude gets so fucking pissed. I forget his name, but he's the kind of heavy set dude with the glasses.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like he's ever really been an athlete, but he was doing mini golf and just he couldn't even keep it inside the fucking green. He was popping out. Jesus. Well, is there a good mini golf course around? There should be a fucking adult mini golf course. Is there one?
Yes.
Where?
Near us. Not near us, but semi near us.
2 hours, 3 hours? How come?
Sacramento has one. Alameda has one.
For
and
adults.
For adults, it's it's an indoor.
Yeah, it needs to have a full bar, all that. Yeah.
Full bar, everything. I think it's called Tipsy Putt or something like that.
Hell yes.
100%. Like it's becoming a thing.
That's and it's. Are they more difficult? Are they simple?
I haven't played. I haven't done it.
Okay. That's another thing.
Adventure time.
So we'll do a tournament style. Maybe include that.
Yeah.
That'll be the start. Fuck the scramble. The scramble took what? 4 hours out of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And then we played three games of bowling. I didn't realize it was that much. And there was, what, 40, 50 of us?
Yeah, and we're drunk after go golf.
Oh, my God. We were drunk 4 fucking holes into golf. 10 o'clock in the morning, and this shit didn't end until 7 p.m. at night. No wonder we came in fucking last.
Yeah, so that tournament's called the Tin Man Tournament.
Okay.
It has evolved over the years. So what it originally was 18 holes, the 3 games of bowling, and then they would keep it at the bowling alley, and they had pool. And it was 9 ball.
Yeah.
It was however many shots to finish it off.
Yeah.
Pool is, it's not everyone's sport anymore.
True.
That's kind of evolved into cornhole, which I think is true for most people.
Yeah, I think most people at this point in their life have thrown a cornhole.
Yeah.
One of my good friends, his son, who's also Andrew's friend, is a professional cornholer.
Oh, shit.
He just graduated from high school, but he's been pro for about a year now. This kid, if you go on his TikTok, his name is Spencer Fabular. Check him out. He practices, and you're like, how are you fucking consistently doing that? He'll put bags in front of the hole, roll them right over. He can bounce them over. He can dunk them over. I'm like, how the fuck do you how are you that good at anything? But also, his dad, Mike, was like one of those omni sports players.
Yeah.
Put anything in his hand, he probably is going to do well at it. Some people are just like that, man.
Yeah.
Some people understand computers. I don't know if I'm like that. I think I'm athletic and I can play any sport. But I think the ones I'm good at, I've taken a long time and a lot of practice to get good at.
Yeah.
I didn't just like pick up a basketball. I was like, yeah, I'm a fucking baller. No, it took a long time.
Yeah, I can be like average at everything.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't tried pickleball yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be like solidly
I
average.
thought you tried.
So I was going to take my son out to do that intro.
Oh, that shit that was like that last Friday, huh?
Yeah. They didn't let kids out there, which is said for all ages. That should mean all ages, but...
Oh, do they mean like 28 to senior?
Yeah. I guarantee my son is moving better than
Yeah, exactly.
80% of the people out there.
You didn't play before, though?
No, I've never...
never played?
I've
Okay.
never hit one.
Never hit one. So my kids have hit one once. My wife got them paddle balls, and I forget what it was for. I think it might have been for Easter.
Mm-hmm.
And she took them out to the courts one time, the new ones that are over there in Creekside Park. And it's usually full, but there was one open, and they got to hit it a couple times. So they have fun. But they're incredibly full every time I go over there. And I don't know if it's just people from that neighborhood. It seems like they're from fucking Pittsburgh coming out to play.
It's a fucking thing.
I know, man.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
That's why you got to go to the gym. Go play it.
I know. I don't have access. I don't have that membership. I'm not bougie.
You gotta upgrade.
Yeah. Now I gotta go with you. Fuck that.
Well, at least you don't have to pay like the full tennis price.
Can you upgrade just to pickleball? Oh, you can.
Yep. It's like $6 more. It's not very much.
So, are there specific pickleball courts there? No.
Yeah, they have like 7. Just
Just pickleball.
Just specifically pickleball.
Did that take over one of the, or a couple of the tennis courts?
A couple years ago, did, yeah.
Okay. Huh. Do you rent them out? Like, is there a set time, or you just come in if it's open, you play?
You're supposed to reserve it in advance, but they never are all full. So you just call ahead like 20 minutes before. Like, hey, do you have any spots?
Okay.
Yeah.
And they book you in.
Book you out for an hour.
Okay. Might have to do that then.
Yep.
Like I need another fucking hobby, man. Well, why not? All right. What else we got? We got some jokes today. I think I have some jokes today.
We were going to talk about your business venture.
Which one?
Most recent. Which I don't even know if that's the most recent. We haven't talked in a week. 5 days.
There is a new thing that I'm planning on doing out here. Yeah. I haven't solidified it with the guy yet, because he basically got on a call with me and said, it's my job to slow people down. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, people get excited about the opportunity, and I want a good partner. I want a good partnership. I don't want you to be breaking even. So don't like rush into a space. And so I was like, okay, that makes sense. So he basically told me, you have first right of refusal. So it's yours unless I have somebody else that's ready to sign a contract and do it right now. And then I'll come to you and say, hey, do you want to sign it? And I'm like, yeah, I would at that time then. So what we're talking about here is a virtual reality adventure experience, a cooperative multiplayer co-location experience, mainly built around escape rooms. But when I was on the call with them, he also told me about another company that they know about that I could license from, and they're hero-style shooter games too, just so we can bring both things in. So right now, I'm just looking for the retail space for it. And now I had the fucking name already, and it was going to be called the VR Escape Quest. I had a fucking logo and everything for it.
Just blur it out.
Yeah, you can blur that. Don't worry. Leave that in, because it's not the name. I'm not going to say the name anymore. So I had to, because it's a shooter experience too, I'm like, should I be right on the nose with the escape thing? So I had to change the name.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be probably in the Brentwood, Antioch, Oakley area. And it's going to be fun, hopefully. It's unlike any of my other businesses, which is just based around fun. So I'm hoping that it might be fun for me. I don't know. Kids suck. I also have a 19-year-old, 20-year-old son that works for minimum wage anyway. So is willing to like work there and possibly get some of the revenue and all that good stuff too. So
Yeah.
We'll see. There's a lot of weekend hours, a lot of nighttime hours. People don't do that shit usually during the week, during the day.
Right.
So it'd be open from like 3 to 12 at night and things like that. So we'll see how long he lasts as an employee.
Calling out sick.
Yeah.
Saying we'll leave in the house.
Like, you're fucking here. You fucking live here. You can't go. Or setting it up the night before. Down, I'm out. Feeling good.
It's like going to school again.
Maybe I shouldn't do that. I should probably hire one of his friends. But one of his friends works at an escape room. I think it's in Danville or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Have you ever heard about
San
that one?
Ramon?
It might be San Ramon. I don't know. Is that a red door out there too, or what's that one called?
I think during like the pandemic they opened, and it was actually VR experience.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of it, which I guess we're on escape rooms at this point.
Well, I know that there's a Sandbox VR in San Ramon. I've taken my kids to that before.
Okay.
And that one, I was all excited about it. And we went, and it seems cool because they have motion tracking. You put these fucking nodes on your feet and hands and everything, and you have actual weapons. But the entire time it was just lagging. Like we were just like, well, this is, and the experience was 15 minutes. That's it. $75 a piece, 15 minutes.
I'd be pissed. I'd be real pissed.
I think some people are. So we want to bring a lot of different experiences, not just escape room, although that's going to be the main focus. So yeah, that's the new one.
Yep.
I mean, I've thought about millions of things. I also recently got all of our, because I have an insurance agency as well. I've gotten all the CRM stuff set up now, because we're moving away from Ring Central, so you guys don't have to pay for that anymore, to basically an AI system So now we're able to get leads into the system. It books them for us by either AI phone calls, AI text messaging, and gives all the rebuttals and everything. And I'm thinking about selling that too. $500 a month. It's already built for you.
Hell yeah.
I barely have to manage it. And then I recently built a thing that runs AI ads now. So it'll create the ad for you for each platform. And then it goes in and makes like 16 different ads and A/B tests them against each other. And then eventually moves all the spend over to the good ones.
Oh shit. That's amazing.
So I started it because my wife has a candle business, Wild Poppy. Check that out. It's candles, wax melts, and things like that. So I was like, I need to see if this thing works because I want to open this other business. We advertise on a lot of different platforms and it's hard to get everything all together.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. Okay. So I found a service, tried it out on hers, and we got 3 sales in like the last couple of days just from running the ads for her. I thought, fuck, okay, this could work.
That's awesome.
So with a high enough budget and maybe like 3 to 5 months of runway, which is not a lot. You probably should have more if you're going to start a business. But that's enough for like, $2,000 a month in advertising to get the word out.
Yeah.
All going to be social media based. So
Yep.
hopefully it'll be fun. Joey has played the demo.
Yes. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, doing like regular escape rooms, it's kind of like a hobby of mine and Taylor's. But,
How many had you guys been to before doing that one?
1, 2, we've probably done 15.
Holy
so.
shit. So a lot.
Yeah. I mean, we try to do it when we travel to, like, we did one in Vegas, one in Reno, Sacramento, Folsom, Livermore.
So the whole gamut of different experiences that you can have.
Yeah. This one was better. Just because there's certain things that you can't simulate. Like,
Yeah.
everything's a locked key, which
Right.
may or may not make sense to the storyline. Like,
That's true too. I didn't never thought about that. A lot of padlocks, a lot of combo locks.
yeah, like, you understand that what you're in is just like a fake room. But when you go into the VR, like, everything is...
Potentially something, right?
Right. And it's all like, everything's themed exactly correct. Obviously themed correctly, but the storyline flows much better. Like, there's reasoning and you're seeing different things happen.
And then being in the same space too, because VR is amazing and fun, but it's very kind of solo, especially in the same location.
Yeah.
When you add other people into it, it just becomes so much more fun.
Yeah, I agree. Super cool experience. Definitely check it out. If there's one in your area, for sure check it out. Like,
Yeah, man.
because there's like games and stuff to it. Like, it's not just like, all right, I need to find this combination, then I need to find this lock combination. It's like, there's games within it too that you're...
And I think it's a different experience. It's very similar, but I get that some people that like physical escape rooms may not like it. But my experience has been all the people that have gone to a physical one and tried it was like, oh, that's really cool. And I think a lot of people get nervous about motion sickness.
Yeah.
And that's the number one thing I love about this is there's no motion sickness because you're in a defined space and you're using your own mobility to walk around.
Yep.
Motion sickness happens when we're not moving, but things are moving. Our brain doesn't like that.
Yep.
And there is also a way for you to teleport around. Say if you have a disability, I can put you outside that box and then you can still kind of be in there.
Move like a joystick.
Yeah. But if you had a wheelchair, no problem. You're in the room. Wheel yourself around.
Yep.
Don't get kicked. The avatars don't have legs anyway. Yeah, the shooter one is interesting too. Because a lot of experiences with VR, the shooter stuff you can do at home.
Yeah.
All of these games, though, are commercially licensed, so you can't really play any of these games at home. But the shooter ones are a style that you could play at home.
Right.
They're going to be smaller experiences, too. 15, 20 minutes. Really good for mobile, too.
Right.
Or really good for birthday parties. You got 50 kids that come in or 25 kids that come in, and they each want to do an experience. And I can put 8 of them at once in a 15-minute thing.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I don't know if you've been to, like, a kid's birthday party, but we've had a lot that have done, like, the game trucks.
Yeah.
Crazy amount of money for it.
How much is it?
Like $600-700 for an hour and a half.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. And like, you can see how much they're stacked up and busy because at that time,
You got to pull out, huh?
they're going because they're going to the next party.
That's crazy. I wish I could do it in a truck too, but you need a 20 by 20 space. You can pull up with half a fucking house. But another interesting thing the guy told me, he works with a company that does basically like a blow up thing, but it blows up into a 20 by 20 house.
Is this a VR thing?
Yeah.
No. You said blow up and VR. Like,
That's a different experience. That's the after hours experience.
that opens at 11 p.m.
I also thought about this too and looked up some numbers on it. I thought the VR penetration in the market was a lot higher.
You can't go with that. That was intentional.
It might have been. Because I have had like a Quest 1, a Quest 2, and a Quest 3. I just thought everybody had them. I've had the PlayStation VR. It's only like 30% of us that has even put a fucking headset on.
Yeah.
It's weird to me. Or maybe because we live in California too, and the tech capital of the world, most people. So I think it's a novel experience for some people that have never done it before, and they are worried about getting motion sick, but you don't have to worry about that. And
I've had like my parents put on the Quest 2 when it first came out, and it's actually pretty cool to watch someone put one on for the very first time and see like how immersed you are. Like you can see like on their face, like, holy shit, I didn't think this was possible.
right, like, oh, we're here now.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone that's put it on for the first time is blown away.
Yeah.
And I have to put it on some people too that they immediately lose control of their body.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I'm serious, like put my hand in. It was like a roller coaster simulation.
Yeah.
She was on a chair, but immediately, I was like, whoa, just
Like the ones where you like are on the side of the building.
yeah.
Are you walking the plank?
Have you seen? And everybody has seen a VR video where somebody tries to run away from a monster and stops into the fucking fridge or bats out their face. I've seen the plank one a couple times where people just fucking free fall into the ground. Like, what are you fucking thinking? You're not in the world.
It's funny that your brain tricks you into that though.
It does. It
Yeah.
does. There's been studies too where they will like put a board, like think of this as the board.
Yes.
And then
I've seen
put a
this.
fake hand here.
Yep.
And they'll touch you and the fake hand at the same time.
Yep.
And you build a connection to this fake hand, and they'll fucking pull out a hammer and just smash that shit.
And people like feel it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
They say that they feel the
Absolutely.
pain.
There was another one where a guy was like, "Who do you think you are? Like, what part of you is you?" And he was like, I don't know. He's like, well, what if I do this? He gave him kind of a VR headset, right? With a camera that was pointing at himself. Right? So now he's looking at himself. He's like, okay, where are you right now? Are you in the camera? Or are you right there? And he was kind of confused. Then he takes a fucking sledgehammer and breaks the fucking camera, and the dude just goes, oh! He's like, so where'd you think you were?
Who are you?
Yeah. It's kind of funny to think about that. And another quiver in the feather of the cap for simulation theory. If some people's brains are not developed enough and they put it on, they're like, oh, this is real.
1,000,000%.
And we are not even to the stage where the fidelity is high enough
Right.
on these commercially available headsets to give you that. But the technology does exist.
Oh,
You're going to
yeah.
be in a movie that's indiscernible in 4 years. 4 fucking years from now.
Yeah.
With AI characters that have their own thoughts and feelings and backstory.
Yep.
It's going to be absolutely fucking crazy.
Yep.
I'm just worried about a bunch of regulations coming out about AI.
Guaranteed that's going to come. It has to, I think. Although I'm not a huge regulation person.
Yeah. I mean, there's certain ones I think we kind of need. I'm able now to run some of these models without the sensors on them on my own system.
Go on.
And I think that there's a fair amount of people that are technically savvy enough to do this, which means all safeguards are off. Like I can use Stable Diffusion to make whatever picture I want. I can train it with a picture of, say, somebody you know, and then make a bunch of pictures. There was a fucking 3 billion lawsuit. No, sorry, it wasn't $3 billion. $3 million lawsuit because in Iowa, where they did the first presidential thing, somebody cloned Joe Biden's voice.
Yeah.
And sent out it's not really AI based. It's more the robocalls that people didn't sign up to get them. But it was Joe Biden being like, hey, don't go out and vote. This is Joe Biden. We don't want you to vote in this primary. And I'm pretty sure it worked because people are fucking stupid.
People are so fucking stupid.
It's so dumb. Have you seen this shit? Like, it'll be press conferences, the post-game press conferences, where they're using Descript to change what the people say.
Yes.
And like,
Yeah.
and if you weren't really paying attention to the mouth, to see the animation, you might be fooled by it.
Yeah, I've been tripped up on it a few times.
You're like, what the fuck did I just say? Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, another, like you said, feather in the cap of simulation theory. Like, in 5 years from now, how good the voice to the lips is going to be, you're going to have no idea what's real.
No, we're going to be able to simulate it.
Yep.
The simulation making a simulation.
Yep.
So, who cares? Go murder people. It's all
Don't
fake
murder
anyway.
people.
Don't fuck kids, don't murder people. If you learn anything from this podcast, don't fuck kids, don't murder people. And when you talk about sports, it really riles people up.
Like LeBron James, the GOAT.
It's funny what people think they can say to you, like, that is the worst idea ever. These are two of the stupidest. I'm like, wow.
But you're listening to us.
Thank you.
I don't listen to myself.
Hardly ever, actually. I can't
My wife
stand
doesn't. You chose to.
Our wives actively tried to miss our content.
They had a conversation about it at the gym today.
Did they? Fuck. Let's hear about this. What was it? What were we talking about that we get in trouble for?
No, it just in general. Whenever it pops up, they just talk about the dumbest shit.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
But in reality, you're just like, it was like, yeah, everything they talk about is nothing that we ever talk about. So like,
Why would we watch that?
and I'm like, welcome to inside of every man's conversation. That's all this is. It's just
Exactly.
like
And
stupid. Like, you gotta be stupid to like.
When people, have you seen those memes where when you think he's cheating and it shows like three dudes trying to get a fucking rock in a hole or something? That's what this is.
1,000,000%.
That's exactly what this is. All right. Well, from your bold friends, I'm going to Dubai later this week. That's why. Well,
Sponsored by
Hims
Emirates.
Arab Emirates hair club. Fuck. All right.
We might actually get sued for that one.
Yeah. Let's. I hope so. We'll get some recognition. Hey, follow us on TikTok, Spotify. We're not on Instagram. Yes, we are. We're on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram. It's our lowest following. Actually, please follow us on Instagram. Also, Spotify, TikTok, and YouTube is where you can find us. For Cup0Joes, I'm Joe. That's Joey. Thanks so much for watching. We truly appreciate you as we talk about nothing all day.
Cheers.